man dama bëgg a wax nag suma mbokki soose ma wax ko si soose lefta kamin fo jankatu mol min be jibiro la asiyata adum Gambia be mun be la Gambiati na jibe nyin kata nyamin fo ni fimfirindi ya lonko iti ya lonko iti mu Gambia dingol ti fo lefta na banko sambala nyato ban fo lefta murundi lo komal adum banko do ko manna pour ka fo ko ngadiya mu doro ngako baye bar Gambian dingo ding min katama baro la nyin government o kono baro la nyin man sakunda kono tinyaro nim bala firma min be kekan asiyata amandan soto saya aya la luo be fitale silang femman tuje pour moli nasi ala vitamin na ayo kay kata abe aparere mbandon min be fo kanjang wala nyin jo quality minta luwa e min fo iko president o wala nyanta na 1997 constitution o le fode yaya jambila constitution jawo mi ya lonko 2020 drafo nata ala MP solo parliamentary mi ya lonko be NPP itata ya funtindi ko baita baro constitution o mi ya lonko 2020 lang ay nyine foko baro man right soto pour que IEC chairman ota adum banko itata je nim banko kendol mini be Europe jang president buka IEC la IEC chairman o tombo kato mi ya lonko atele nyanta folo foita boyta oy man boy election oto itele ba folo woy ko ten hani kanake ten itele wala domo fengo be itele bulo kono woto itele vitamin na obe wala kala wala na luwa asab mesiata dawda doron akati nyaro natina wo luwa kombo wala falin na 2020 draft wala beradunta ya bodde sile na tamuru ye 2024 natina yele cool be de daje pour itol fanko moli o fanan funtinde adun tebe min fola Gambia noli ngajibe ni IEC chairman no mi yata jokole aninyi alaji mombar njay groupe le be nyoko ne bebe nyoko be do kudula kilon kono adun luwaye min fo ko nimbaru ak barobe press IEC commission o tala anyanta ay consultation okay with the judicial commission and its public service commission. Unfortunately to la judicial commission o jumale wala leadati asan jalole atol du mo chief justice te ngoy ko wol jel ti ñaaro manna e fon ko ada telephone ka wala jole ba tele abulol ko atele ka wol fanan appoint public service commission jamale bije birin samate botaje kenno we ka fay babukar suwar sa wala fanan bije ñunu be ñanta mine ke la responsibility du waya fo monet janni be mo tala ñim palaso min kumma ya ta ko ñing ka tu ñim presidential position o tala alati ñina ñanta fo la moli ali ñinta wala al kana ñinta ñina ñanta banko marala ñina ñanta to la duniya fengo be marla to la nita na domo fengol na ñantolu jidi abe ñine bulu woto manya na kala mo chakane ren amanya na kala mo fealati amanya na kala mo hadumeti amanya na kala sunti amanya na kala tinyarlati amanya na kala tai sabalati amanya na kala motimi ya lonko aman tolerance soto aman malo fanan soto pour ka lonko ni tata dula to ye invite je kachala dan dulale bete inyanta ethics le soto bari wol fanan imela doko ke katuni le doko ke investigation o ke ba lon na leko auditor sol ye ko kula jenu ada mamme hani di republic ya safe kaitandi ko dole ya tinna mi ya lonko atata kanyan dalasi wuli keme woro anin dalasi tannani anin sabani wuli keme lulu talulu wala dita IEC staff ola nanyin 2021 general election ola Mustafa Dabola newspaper channel wala ya safe 2021 muni batin na nyin staff o nyin joko libe wolle kon ye nyin ko don nan kamole soto la bank account o kon e murta ko take na 2022 ye presidential election o min fana yitandi je ko dalsi million killing anin dalsi muang anin tan dalsi muang wuli muang anin nani anin dalsi keme se taworo bla nin lulu wala tate wala jola bank account o kon pour mun dalili kamba adun tolbe ngalon ko fam ferendimbe do ko wala Gambia kono employment rights e min dile wala mi ila jole muy tati eta manyanda duku tala duku manyanda jola fenfe yake mari nyanta tala jahanna bale it's an unlawful act duwa nyanta ka sembo laykan yo me wo fala fanan nanyi National Assembly election o mi yalon ko mayoral election of 2023 kudo min dila yalon jellam dal si million killing dal si kebo lulu anin nani ya wala dil o be janjante la account to biri wato min na audit so liye ko di police o le investigation o ka ko wala police o le nyinin karo commencé e koko nyin alaji mombar jay mi ya lon ko nyin jo koli ani wala be nu do kudula wala tate ko ye baro safe pro nyin kumo kana ta dula to ko fatale fo yobal khiyama woto mbadin gambienol alinga wulinga na banko ta baro bulu ci nyaro siata silang atabina 2026 election ola abarama mol beba foka kontol bet kacalda doron jannin talantan anin fula election lugo batarala Gambia murta ko teketu NPP katwa mune yatinna ibele sansangol lo kadne ndol be nyaaya je be dulal walinka dol bita Gabon dol bita Guinea Bissau dol bita Mauritanie astaghfirullah pour que ID card da moli o ID card dio pour mum ite be la banko kon ite le banko dingol man ID card soto ndebe bola Gambia ntele drive for al ID card al license no banta tata Gambia ticket risito le diala risito wala antenne wala travel ta kata Senegal metambila border fon kono Senegal amdalay ye mo stop je ko risito manya de dila ye murundi back to Banjul police la fenko to border to pour ngata ya ka certify ko fo ñun documento su travel to Dakar wo ma lo fon jibe ite man evidence soto ite man kayto soto ite ko kayto tete bulete de risito le masingol le tinyata but isi mojo ay ta fo Mauritanie ye mojo ay ta fo Gabon ye dojo ay ta fo Togo pour mun kam man to la nationality documento e munena fa woli wala banko kan katu wol wote residency permit dire la pour ye do ko ke wande do banko kan to la kayto danta Gambia da Mali hani Senegal di fotate ka laisser passer le soto ka finti to la banko man to la kayto man mo nafa nothing de yo mo be ya long muni atinde bo be ke kan janni beta wandi Gambia no wali na bantala Gambia no mimbe suokono mimbe koto mimbe bori na tili ba abetabina kay wo ma koy kay toto bari hanide ibakan ibelo ko sansan na bari ila yomi didi ala nim tonya lalem ndo ba duwala habban mansura fil kiyam fem ferendu wulta kunyin banko ibakil e talti ba so kayra di marila ma wajanni wato be sila ye yomal khiyama wale fem ferendi ya wuli moy dumba fala mbadin golf mbadin Gambian ole mini ya lonko e kanyi lamoy ya ke alay anen kila wulu na banko e nganda banko ken tati allo nganda banko ken tati katuluwa ya landi sudo le kan sarato le kan adun banko mansa ke mantara wata makan baro bin diata e baro ka walke sunyaro min kata banko kan yi watin kono bira Russian oil lemba bira bagasi lemba banko kan yi tata lungolun julobe tala a wuli keme dola soli ka wala moy wuli million le kan wala moy a kodo be kata dami moma kala wala banko be jakasirin ni OIC mbedo jiba bebe farin jiolla tep it ata dawda woto ngake alay anen kila ni na tay ni la million le ko ibal ne halle bal dukula pour que carte o tal bulu dukare ngal dani lillahi wa rasuli alinna banko ta ngaken tati nganda banko ta nyin government no bulu fon Gambia sa fanso nte bo wala dani la mo be bulu yake alay bar nyin jokoli mo si wuli ya la kumo kisi kende ke katu ala kumo min be funti kan kilit je mi ya lon ko ay credibility le dia la pour ayen to lead pour nak nyin commission katu abe o mo ban jayle ko to how many years nyin taftol ni sunya robin be ba fokan atobe je woto nimmo be o façon to luwa e nyine foko amma nimmi mariye falsified or moral issues soto wo mari banyana qualified ndung already ngala credibility problem oji janne ndung already nga kala mu telephone ko anim president Barrow tata dul alto e kachake a dankata ko atebe Barrow abe lola Barrow fo yomal khiyam woto nabe lola Barrow abe lola Barrow atete Barrow jamfala woto to la karto mi ya lon ko binadi lala atali nyanta wo certify la wo nyanta tarla wo pala sol to ban fama nyanda tarla ji woto ngake alay lillahi wa rasuli mbadi Gambienol danila du kare nga ala jibe nganda banko ta
I was trying to corruption, and we expect this man to be just pour mu doxal dëgga come 2026. Gambia, we are joking. And these opposition leaders, they need to really, really tie their belt and make sure they do right by us, to be honest.
Yeah, me, Ma'am Lisa, I'll be watching to see tomorrow because this announcement came today. But I'll be looking forward to see what PDYS is going to say, what UDP is going to say, what APP Sobea is going to say. Maybe you may say today, because it just happened today, so maybe, it may be too prompt, for them to come out with a statement. But I think now, everything has sink in now. So tomorrow, firstly in the morning, what I'll be looking for in the Gambian news is that, what are these parties? What are the opposition parties? What is their position on this? Is there any reaction? What are they going to do? APP Sobea, SFL, I'm sure by now he has seen this. UDP, Mr. Dabo, they have seen this. Mama Kande, I'm not even counting him. The Doi, I'm sure they have seen this. So now, moving forward, what will be their strategy? What are they going to do about this? Because I know legally, they are not on legally. They don't have legally. They are not on legal grounds. They don't have legal grounds. To challenge this. Like I said, it's a constitutional provision. But now, what are they going to do about this? At least like to put pressure on Adama Barrow. Remember, I think someone, Remy Joyner, was appointed to the IEC. There was an uproar within 24 hours. Barrow rescinded the appointment. So is the same thing gonna happen here? Because it doesn't look right. And also the question is, I want these opposition parties to find out, whether this thing. Judicial Service Commission has been consulted by the president because that is a constitutional requirement. Because if you go to section 42 of the 99 subsection 42 of the 1997 Constitution, clearly states that yes, the president has the power to appoint the IEC chair, but must consult the Judicial Service Commission. So now, has that been done?
They know what the L. Can you guys say L? Mandiga Tomoko?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yes, so this is something that they don't play. You don't have to play with this because I have said this here, Juka, and I'll repeat this. Ntola electoral register, Gambia's electoral register is fraudulent. There is no doubt about that. It's fraudulent, and I'm telling you, unless we do something about it. That is why it is very important. When we get rid of Adama Barrow, we have to come this thing, the voters cards that we currently have. They have to annul everything. We come up with a new system. We come up with this thing, a new voters registration with this new requirements. I'm pretty much so even if we don't have the finances, because we have a lot of this international partners, when it comes to democracy, they will be willing to help us, as long as you're gonna do what is right, the European Union will do something. We have a lot of partners, who can help in that. But I think when we have a new government in the Gambia, we have to forego this thing, current electoral register. That one has to be completely destroyed. We come up with a new one because I still believe that we still have those 300,000 names still in our electoral register. Joker, for 22 years, Yaya Jammeh it has never happened in the history of the Gambia for Yaya Jammeh, to defeat the opposition parties, by 200,000 votes. It has never happened.
Exactly, and the voter turnout that happened in 2021, I don't think it's ever happened before.
No, 89%.
Because you can say the amount is not possible back in the days because maybe the population has grown, but the percentage you can't argue that, right? Because it's relative to the number, right?
Absolutely.
Exactly. So 89% in the history of Gambia for voter turnout for in Africa is huge, especially Gambia. So Siman, if ñun su fekkee ne naka la loolu tuddaate sax in 2016 when there was a coalition, imagine with all the people that went out to vote, whether you were for Yaya Jammeh or against Yaya Jammeh, because everybody voted with a passion for or against ñaari sides yep, right? Because do or die la one for everybody. And you only have a voters turnout of 59%. You cannot tell me in within 5 years, Barrow mu ñëw taxaw, you have a voter turnout of 89%. And when you look at Gambia and other African countries historically, what's the average voter turnout number? I don't think it's 89%. That's huge. That's huge. So man, lima fok moy, since there's gonna be another voter registration this time, okay? Because every 10 years, like according to Lingawa L. So that means the 800,000 is there, right? 850 something thousand is there. Did you say 859 or what? I think you said 859, right? What did you say? That amount is there, okay?
Yes.
859,000 is there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So now, if you have a new registration, you're gonna have more people that are going to register, right? And
Yes.
then they have all these people that they are going around from Mauritania, ay ñoom in Gabon ak ay ñoom in Ethiopia, dem uti fofu Gambians si pour ñu register lañ. And I can tell you for a fact ne it's not going to be only Gambians. They're gonna probably figure out documentation. ñu jox gars yi seen xarit yi seen néebo yi seen jabar yi suñ sëyee ak ñeneen ñoo xam ne nekkuñ Gambian ak ñooñu seen doom yi ak seen jiitle yi ñëpp dinañ leen jox kayiti Gambia. Léegi all those people are going to be added in the ñun suñ database bi because dinañoo jox ID. So leen joxee ID, you best believe that they're going to register them to vote. That's why they're giving them ID. They don't give two shits about these people to pour ñu dem sonal seen bopp ne ñu ngi jox ñi ID. For what? They're giving them ID so they can prepare them to register them to vote. And if they're registered to vote, dinañ ñëw ñu vote or ñu jël seen kayit yi jox ko ay yeneen nit ici yeneen nit ñoo xam ne jege nañ rek ñu jox leen kayit ñoom ñu dugg ñu ñëw vote jeex na tak.
No, Juka, another discrepancy here is that if you look at the 1996, since 1996 up to 2016, if you look at the, I know the population has changed, but if you look at the, election results in the Gambia, if you put the opposition parties together, by then you have NRP, UDP, Jammeh, and all the 500 something thousand people
Exactly.
voted. But now for the first time, voted. But now for the first time in the history of Gambian elections, the 2021 elections, So now, if you do the math, you have about Adama Barrow 457,000. Usainu Dabo 230 something thousand. That is about what 500 something thousand. You have Mama Kande, 105,000. That is 600,000 plus. You have Esafal 17,000. You have Halifa Sallah 32,000. So now, if you put it together, it means that 2021 almost 700,000, more than 700,000 Gambians voted. That has never happened in the history of the Gambia.
Yeah, the percentage is just too high for voter turnout, so it just doesn't make any sense. So, and I believe in 2026 in Kofeke Jama it's gonna actually be higher voter turnout because they are preparing themselves to make sure you get a sacha. Lol mota opposition they don't have a choice. I'm this in your taxi because 7:30 here and 10:30 for mom. But this is why the opposition need to come together. Get their act together, put their differences aside. You definitely put Gambians si. A Gambia. So you can defute. Boro moy togat. It's very simple. Man, I've already accepted it. Man, I've already accepted whatever result we are def. I'm gonna accept it emotionally because as long as we are doing everything we can, legi ñun lu si des yalla moko motali. Now the opposition ñom ñoo si des ak askan bi. Surtout opposition bi because even askan bi sa opposition bi lañ nekk di xaar fi mu nekk nii ñun dañ dee wax lii di ko waxaat ne Barrow bés bu mu yégee ni opposition bi even waxuma la ñu ñëw together waaye na dégg ne gars yi ñu ngi ñëw si together rek de fi mu nekk sign rek moo des seen kayit seen diggante rek waaye ñu ngi ñëw together rek maa la ko Barrow si boppam dina c'est la exile c'est la xëcca nit ne ko ñëwal nga nekk président bi maa ngi dem lu leer laa leen wax suy toog si biir der laa leen wax suy toog si biir dëkk boobu tamit dina wax ne moom du dawati because Barrow du ñemee pour moom mu lose election against the opposition because dina xam ne nit ñi dinañ ko gën a mere su boobaa te dina xam ne people will hold him accountable for everything lu xew si biir dëkk boobu noonu in terms of corruption ak everything else xale yi gaañu woon BBC yeeg yooyu noonu yëpp moom xam na loolu so he doesn't want to f around comme niñ ko dee gars yi dee waxee and find out he doesn't ñun ñëpp xam nañ Barrow dañ ko fi dee wax di ko fi waxaat Barrow dafa tayal Barrow nekkul nit yi fitna Barrow nekkul nit koo xam ne dafa ñeme Barrow dafa bëgg a life bu easy Barrow life bu easy la bëgg a su fekkee Fatoumatta Bah Barrow la nag moom jaral na ko moom ñu fa jamante bal waaw ndig alal moom jaral na ko loolu waaye Barrow rek Barrow bëgg na mu toog di wax naa leen mu jël tànkam bi ñarale ko di ko dóorante nii clap di ko nuy clap ñu ko ataayal mu toog di xaxataay di ree ñu ko wax ay story kaari ko teng mu xaxataay Barrow life boobu la bëgg a dugal lu dundal lu leer laa leen wax so fi mu nekk nii su ñun la des Gambia surtout opposition bi ñoom ñoo war a xam seen soxla yéenay nag si am fula la bokk da nga xamal sa soxla nga ne dangaa xëy suba dem si marché bi xëyal suba nga sangu dem si marché bi si teel waaye kër gu nekk nga dox salaamaaleykum fu nekk nga lal détail toog waxtaan loolu nag ñàkk xam sa soxla la te man soo ma laajee opposition bi loolu lañ nekk di def right now because the easiest way today to end their plight and their journey pour ñu am result pour ñu am something different the easiest strategy on the table is for them to come together that's it get new together
just look at the difference, the prior elections, because the last election before 2016 was 2001. In that election, just look at it. The total number of registered voters.
You mean 2011?
No, 2000. The last election was 2000, before the 2021.
Oh, okay.
The last election was 2000.
Before 2016, 5 years, no? Or what? I'm sorry, man, you're confused.
No.
Election before 2016, 5 years, no? Or what? I'm sorry, man, you're confused.
No. 2001, that was the election. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2000.
No. Are you talking about the before the election?
Yes.
Presidential election, 2011, there was one, and 2016, there was another one.
Yeah, I believe in 2001 there was another election, presidential election.
Yeah. It started obviously.
Yes. Okay, now if you look at that one, you will see that the total number of registered voters was only 500.
Yeah, 2001, 2006, and 2011. Yeah.
509,301 registered voters. Now Jammeh got 242,000. Dabo got 149,000. Mama Kande got 35. So what I'm trying to establish here is that it has never happened in the history of the Gambia where an incumbent defeat an opposition over 200 and something thousand votes. If anyone would have done that, Jammeh would have done that. But Jammeh, with all his brutality, and people feared him with everything, even Jammeh himself could not do that. So now 2021 election, something was wrong.
Yep, the landslide with a landslide.
Yeah, no, it doesn't add up.
No.
It doesn't add up. You can't make this up. Like, it doesn't add up at all. And this is why, and the opposition cannot use that as an excuse. Because Balama did a guy UDP, okay, but the election was stolen, that's why. Okay, so but what are you doing? What are you doing about it? Nothing. Then he's gonna steal it again. This is why the opposition have to show up differently. Because when you come together, that force, okay, si bopam rek lolu dina tax gaay duñ sacha. Duñ ñëmé sacha. The force of coming together and the force of bringing someone ko xamné soko tégué dina mëna ñef Barrow bem xalangu, okay? That force of coalition, okay, did not discourage Barrow from guy ñu dem that hard on stealing, because dinañ xamné su gaay saché dëkk bi kérok dina taka, because even IEC ci gaay ni nañ wax jërëjëf and all that stuff, but am na ko ma doon waxal mu ne ma Juga bul dof mu ne ma danga foog ne ñi tam dañ dof jamono 2016 IEC ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne suñ déclaré woon ne Yaya Jammeh moo win dëkk bi daf doon tàkka especially su fekkee winut ñoom ñu déclaré na dafa win xam nañ ne dëkk bi daf doon tàkka so loolu moo nekk the power of incumbent it's not just the number but it's the spirit yeah the togetherness the unity oneness ñëpp ñëw together yàlla sa dafa ànd ak yow lépp lu gaa yi bugg a def rek yàlla daf la ñoo wàcca xooleen Yaya Jammeh xooleen bureau yi ñu lakkoon noonu last minute lakk carte yëpp carte yi moom xam naa voters card yi gaa yi amee fi mu nekk nii defuñ ko si benn bureau óor na ma ne ñu ngi ko yóbbu Sénégal soo Macky Sall bi mu demee léegi di jël nañ ko transfert nañ ko Guinée Conakry Guinée Bissau fi mu nekk wax naa xam naa dinañ ko yóbbu Mauritanie ñoo xam ni ngeen naa bon waaye duñ mun a wax yëpp man moom maa ngi leen na ñëw bàyyi si I guess ñu ñëw tëj si because balaa ñoo mbaras ñu am jom ñu wàccal suñu bopp balaa ñoo mbaras.
Yeah, Juka, I think Mam Lisa, we will continue tomorrow. But I think Juka, you know, we are na banko be sora jawle a critical time in our country. A lot of things are happening on the ground. Things are moving so fast. So, and I think, you know, anyana kafiro kela Gambia dingolu ntol sembo e menno pour in as much as we can, you know, Gambia dingol inform. Our job, our responsibility, like EMFO, is to, you know, inform the Gambia. Information is empowerment. So to you know, empower the Gambian people with information. So now it is up to the Gambian people. Come Jukaya for Janenu, at all level on the ground. Be ntol membe kadi ya munyi platform moto dan saf almost most of us are into dolbe America janne dolbe Angleterre ntolu jang jiko manken na problem mode kuran manken na problem mode jaralo manken to la problem mode sila ko manken to la problem mode kuran manken na problem mode internet o manken na problem mode balu manken na problem mode so ntolbe se sino ngam bulola nyokan and then do something else. But Niaje Mbe in Kekam, because Gambia is our country, and as much as Mbejang, but in Gambia muna mora landed, we still have family members there, na brother Bejen, na sister Bejen. So be Alaman Tankala be on Sunday, Ninda Farmer Sasa, Ombama Sasa, you know, Mantara Gambia Nyanya, you know, a responsibility can tell you, because if you call Lejan, Kariman Kenda, Asamba Banju, no, a month and Asamba Afrimed, Asamba Medicare or something, Medicare, something like that. So expenses be and everything. So be diaspora is, you know, financing the Gambia. Anka Albe Ajel Membeke. So all that in the you know, at least handing Gambia mankeno ko America or mankeno ko Europe, but at least more living standard. At least I improve. Jaralo Sonia, Karango Sonia, basic human needs. At least you understand the Gambian will find you also for brothers and sisters back home to live in dignity. Lafta wala welcome bulanyin. Amanke ko mantra doku lan tol beni na doku wala lemo. Just you know ngambulo la nyoka ngafa we are here, you know, femma mankija. You know, so we just go about our life. But Nigeria member na Bangkok is wrong. Mafo Gambia ko America. We are not saying that. Gambia ko Europe. We are not. But at least we have facilities. We have services. Me along, you know, our brothers and sisters back home, our parents, you know, our mothers and fathers are going to live a dignified life. That is what we are fighting for. So Gambia no being kelo menna at the end of the day, not all being but at all, especially you people on the ground, because Kolea member Bangkok at all Gambia dingol member Bangkok at all leba Kolea takika at all leba Kuran complain ka albe Gio complain ka albe Jaralo complain ka albe Baluo complain ka naltara marasito albe ka fengol sanno. So obeba atoleka so alnana nga kafu nyoma Gambia dingol no ngana nga fero beke nganda banko nyimuta ngare siu nga bon aliaje membe ke Senegal Gambian people we can do it juka la baraka.